Well, what was a bustling business in Kansas City is now an afterthought.
American Airlines shut the doors to the overhaul base today for good. As Beth Vaughn shows us, despite months of warning, today was a somber time for longtime workers.
Well, in the end, just 450 workers remained, a far cry from the workforce of 6,000 in the 70s and thousands less than even a decade ago. What American Airlines says was a true reflection of the airline industry.
The announcement first came last October. American Airlines will pack up and ship out of Kansas City. But that didn't make today any easier for Carolyn Burton.
And when I saw a couple of my coworkers coming out, it intensified, and the tears just flowed.
Burton's first day here was 38 years ago. The 63-year-old could have taken the $12,500 buyout package and retired early. But instead, she'll leave home for the first time to work for American Airlines in Dallas, Texas.
There's others going to Miami, New York, Phoenix, San Antonio, even over to St. Louis. Some are going back home to St. Louis, Missouri.
She just hopes.
Yes, ma'am.
The airline can keep that job alive.
I'm hoping, yes.
Long enough to lead her into retirement. 250 workers chose the same, which Councilman Bill Skaggs says won't help the already turbulent Kansas City economy.
Those are earnings tax dollars, sales tax dollars that are going to leave our city.
Plus, he says, as workers move, more homes will be added to the struggling housing market, a situation American Airlines wanted to avoid.
We tried to find other work for these employees from other airlines, but the economy changed.
She says the airline had to match its workforce to a recently cut back fleet that needs less and less maintenance to fly.
Because the building is city-owned, American Airlines still owes Kansas City $1 million in lease payments each year for the next 20 years. Beth Vaughn, NBC Action News.
Although American Airlines is gone, the overhaul base is not completely empty. Smithy Electric Vehicles, Jet Midwest, and Frontier Airlines are all housed there. And Jet Midwest told our partners at the Kansas City Star they hope to expand their maintenance capabilities. They have 60 workers, but hope to hire 40 more by the end of the year.
The idling of the overhaul base will end a 50-year run for the facility. In the 1960s and 70s, TWA employed as many as 10,000 workers at the facility and one of the area's largest employers. But after going through bankruptcies, TWA was acquired by American in 2001. In 2005, American signed a 25-year lease to keep the Kansas City base open. And last October, American announced plans to close, eliminating those 500 jobs.